Well, Dr. Applin has been helping people like Amy lose weight for more than a decade. He's a published author and was recently featured on Top Doctor's interview as a leading expert in weight loss. Welcome to Great Day, Washington, Dr. Applin.
Thank you so much. I'm just happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy to learn about this because so many people struggle with weight. They're still trying to hold on to that New Year's resolution in January, but a lot of people let it go by the second month.
Well, that's right. You know, this time of year, gym memberships skyrocket, and that's because everyone's trying to get healthy. But the sad truth is that 80% of those new gym memberships will stop going to the gym within just a few months. But there's still good news for those trying to lose weight. Only about 20% of weight loss comes from exercise. The other 80% comes directly from what you put in your mouth.
Wow, so tell me more about that and how weight loss really happens through eating.
Yeah, of course. So our bodies have three main sources of fuel. Number one is protein, number two is sugar, and number three is fat. So I'm going to focus a little bit more on the fat because that's what people really want to lose, right? People don't want to just lose weight, they want to burn fat. So right here, I have a model of what 5 pounds of fat actually looks like in your body, right?
Okay.
Yeah, wow is right.
This
exactly.
hand me this. This is 5 pounds of fat.
That's right. Well, we can break it down to individual cells. So I'm going to use this model to represent one fat cell.
Pick this apart, right.
That's right. And so when we actually talk about losing weight, we're not losing the number of fat cells we have. What's actually happening is the fat cells are shrinking, and as they shrink, your weight shrinks too.
So you want your fat in your body. Can I see this
Yeah,
for people at home? This is amazing. So right now, if you're feeling bloated or overweight, you're like this, okay?
Everything's puffy. That's what I like to call
everything,
it.
You're puffy. Yeah. Dr. Applin wants you to go like that.
That's exactly right.
And you say people are born with a set amount of fat cells.
Well, when we're younger, you have less, but in adult age, it remains largely the same. Meaning the number of fat cells you have today is approximately the same as the number you die with. They just shrink or expand based on how much weight you gain or lose.
So let's go back to the part about what you said about eating. There's lots of different diets out there. Many of them are fads. What should people avoid?
Oh, absolutely. That's a great question because there are a lot of fad diets out there. Some of them even nationally recognized, but they're not actually healthy for you. A lot of them use this cookie cutter approach, which we know just doesn't really work for most people, right? So you might be counting calories or counting carbs or counting points. I always say you shouldn't have to do math in order to lose weight, but the confusing thing for many consumers is that with these programs, they do lose weight in the short term, but because they're not actually feeding the body the proper nutrition, as soon as they come off the diet, the weight comes right back.
You really shouldn't have to do math. I mean, this is your life. You shouldn't be. I'm computing right now. I'm like, okay, I had that cheese. Now I got to have some kale. Tell us about your approach to weight loss. You have a 4-step approach.
That's exactly right. And a lot of people ask us this, what makes your approach different? And first and foremost, all of our programs are completely customized because we know that's going to lead to optimal results. But we do take this 4-phase approach that's really based on scientific principles to change body chemistry to actually boost your body's ability to burn fat. So the first phase is going through a process of neutralizing acidity. And that's because when your body's acidic, you tend to crave acidic foods. Those are the chocolates, the pastas, the breads, right? So by neutralizing that acidity, we're able to naturally reduce those cravings. Phase 2 is detoxification. And that's because these fat cells, they have a very important role in our body. It's a protective mechanism against free radicals. Free radicals are these little molecules that bounce around and do damage to other cells. So what the fat does is it actually traps those molecules inside, but once they're there, it doesn't want to let them go. But by going through a process of natural detoxification, you flush the free radicals out, making your body actually able to burn the fat.
Doesn't that sound good?
It's amazing,
Next
right?
step.
Phase 3 is natural hormone regulation, and this is so important for so many people because after the age of 35, your hormones steadily decline, right? That makes weight loss more difficult as you age. And many people out there, they're probably thinking, I already don't eat a lot of food. I already eat healthy, but I'm still struggling with weight loss.
I have heard that so much. People say, oh my goodness, over the age of 40.
That's right. Well, this
35,
is the missing component right there. It's the natural hormone balance. So once we get those hormones in balance, you're able to naturally start to burn that fat again. Phase 4, that's just eating nutrient-dense foods. And many people try to do this on their own, or maybe they've tried one of these other programs that's only focused on phase 4. Unfortunately, they're totally missing those first 3 phases, meaning they're totally ignoring the actual keys to permanent weight loss.
Well, you can help them not ignore it. Tell us where we can go for more information. You have a special offer for Great Day viewers who want to get rid of this weight, this fat that they have going on.
That's right. If you call right now, for the first 10 callers from Great Day Washington, they're actually going to get a no-cost, no-obligation consultation to see if one of our customized programs is right for them.
Okay, this is great. So the first 10 callers will get a free consultation with no obligation. The number to call is 240-283-5977. 240-283-5977. Now over to Andy and Kristen.